Case-based reasoning. Case-based reasoning is a kind of analogical reasoning that focuses on previous experience. It can suggest a solution to a new problem, a way of interpreting a situation, or warn you of a problem that may happen so that it allows the potential effects of a proposed solution to be predicted. These types of inference are necessary for the kinds of ill-structured or complex problems that occur in our everyday lives. David Jonasson, who helped define the problem-solving methodology of case-based reasoning, believes stories are the most natural way to understand and apply prior knowledge situations in their memory. He says that they are the rationale and means for analyzing and organizing experiences to support problem-solving using case-based reasoning. The key to reasoning is memory and indexing of situations. The more creative a reasoner is in interpreting a situation, the more likely they are to find relevant knowledge and experience to find a solution to a new problem. There are 4 steps in CBR: retrieval, gathering from memory and experience closest to your current problem; reuse, suggesting a solution based on the experience and adapting it to meet the needs and demands of the new situation; revision, evaluating the use of the solution in the new content; and retaining, storing this problem-solving method in the new memory system. You can see that CBR is iterative from this graphic. CBR addresses memory, learning, planning, and problem solving. Advantages of using this are flexibility and adaptability, efficiency and decision making, and it develops critical thinking skills. Disadvantages are that it's based on anecdotal evidence, and adapting can lead to inaccuracies, especially with your indexing. It also can be time-consuming to come up with a correct answer. A real-world example would be at school when it rains. It always floods by our classroom, which is located in a trailer outside of the main building. Students complain about it constantly because they were tired of their shoes and pants bottoms getting wet when they were coming and going from classes. Rain can lead to formation of puddles around the outdoor classroom, impacting our accessibility and the overall learning environment. I asked students to come up with an answer to solve our problem about our feet getting wet as we came to and from classes. And if they could think of any times that maybe anything we've done might help with this. What we came up with was, in science, we had studied how water flows and how the things that affect its movement can divert water or make it go where you want it. So we took this information and tried to reuse it to adapt it to the case we had. We knew that ground level, a surface, and water current all played a part in where water goes, and so we generated ideas to come up with solutions. Different ideas they came up with were walking on stilts, um, wearing waterproof shoes, installing a walkway or concrete stepping stones. And the best one we came up with was digging trenches to divert the water, which is kind of what we did in our experiment. We came up with the benefits and the challenges of doing our problem and ultimately created a map where we laid out different ways to trench the water in order to move it away from our doorway. Engaging in problem solving helped motivate the students by letting them apply knowledge and use the feedback to transfer skills to another situation. In designing instruction, it helped me orchestrate and sequence classroom activities by ways of integrating the hands-on activities and scaffolding while we were working on them. Using case-based reasoning hits all parts of Bloom's taxonomy, from the bottom of remembering all the way up to creating and finding solutions to new problems. I'd like to relate CBR to the ultimate reasoning methodology, the scientific method. 19 The scientific method is about observation, experimentation, and inductive reasoning, while testing hypotheses to reach reliable conclusions. It's logical, rational, problem solving, just like case-based reasoning. Case-based learning, nope. Case-based reasoning and problem-based learning have similarities, including learner-centered exploration and critical thinking. The main difference is that case-based reasoning is specific to a scenario where an outcome is pretty much immediate, and problem-based learning is an open-ended with no clear outcome. Kolodner's work mixes CBR principles with PBL environments so it can create effective learning experiences. Case-based reasoning can help you understand reasons why someone acted or did something a certain way by drawing conclusions based on similarities between situations they may have been in before. Since CBR's approach emphasizes the need for students to carry out and test their ideas, not just think about them, it builds problem-solving and critical thinking skills, collaboration to solve real-world problems, and develops transferable skills and knowledge to solve the new problems. There is a link here that you can get to my resources, or here is a hard copy of them. Thank you for coming to my instructional presentation on case-based reasoning.